everyone, what's up? Alright, so we have 1 week left. Exactly 8 days left until Sonic Frontiers comes out. Today is Halloween. Happy Halloween, by the way. And yeah, I think this is the final Sonic Frontiers video I'm making before I get the game, because there's just no point in covering leaks and speculation anymore when some people already have this game. So there's a couple things I want to talk about. I want to keep this video a little short, so let's get started. But before I do, be sure to smash that like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's see if we can get to 100k subs before the year is out. So like I said earlier, I think I'm done covering leaks. I don't want to cover anymore because I'm done. I'm tired. You know, I'm tired of all the speculation, all of that. It was fun while it lasted, but now I'm just eager to play Sonic Frontiers because I'm tired of the leaks, the rumors, the discourse, the nitpicking, and the poor marketing from SEGA. All the arguing and fighting over this game. Thankfully, I haven't been a part of it because I've been private. I've managed to stay away from all of that. So I've just been a spectator, but it's still annoying to read. So just like what this person says, once Frontiers releases, I hope Sonic fans have a hard reset in their brains. Seriously, because this game just needs to come out already. It's been 18 months since they revealed the first trailer. Well, almost. Next month will make it 18 months. So yeah, no more rumors on 4chan or any of that, because like, I don't want the videos to age bad. You know, I don't want to cover something and another person who already played the game because they got it early lasted themselves saying this isn't true at all. So yeah, it's pointless now to discuss all that, and most likely those alleged leaks are going to be wrong anyway. So unless we get some major news like the game leaked completely, this most likely will be my last Sonic Frontiers discussion video till I get the game in my hands. Now, speaking of getting the game in my hands, I think I might be getting it early, because I've just been approved today by the official SEGA press website. So I'm an official press member now. I don't know if it was a mistake. I don't know how this was possible, but yeah, I thought I was going to get a review code, but all I got access to was just, you know, assets for Sonic Frontiers, you know, wallpapers, HD versions of all the videos that they've posted on Frontiers, what else? Logos and all that. So it's nothing too big right now, but yeah, we moving on up. Hopefully I can get a review code by then, but I'm still going to press forward and trying to find any stores that break street dates. So wish me luck, because I was able to get Sonic Forces early, like 5 to 10 days before release 5 years ago. You know, I found a store in New York that broke street date, so hopefully I can do that again. Of course, all of them are acting all goody now, saying, oh, we don't do that anymore, we don't break street date, whatever, you know. But I will give SEGA credit, you know, this is the longest they've gone without the game fully leaking. Around this time in 2017, Sonic Forces already completely leaked on the Nintendo Switch. And the Forces only came out a day before Frontiers will come out. Forces came out November 7th, 2017. Frontiers will come out November 8th, you know, of this year. I do know it's going to leak first on a Nintendo Switch, because there's something about the Switch third-party games like Sonic that is just so easy for it to leak. But yeah, now the embargo for Sonic Frontiers is going to officially lift on November 7th, which means we won't see any reviews on Metacritic until November 7th, the day before Frontiers comes out. Now, is this a good or bad thing? I know some people think this is a bad thing, because usually movies, when they have embargoes that doesn't lift until the day before the movie comes, that's because they don't have faith in the movie, they know the movie is trash, and they don't want any negative reviews to bog it down and to decrease all the money they could make in movie tickets, you know, before people actually see the movie. But that's not always the case. Sometimes they do it because they don't want leaks to get out there before you see the movie. Like Avengers Endgame, the embargo lifted like the day before the movie came out because they didn't want any leaks to come out with that movie. So it doesn't always mean that, you know, they're scared that people are going to hate it or something, hate the game or hate the movie. And, you know, usually some movies that are truly bad, they don't lift the embargo until the day of, when the movie comes out. There are a couple of movies that were like that. Yeah, I think Morbius, the embargo didn't lift until the day the movie came out. And I remember Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, the embargo didn't lift on that game either until the day the game came out. I remember when the day the game was released, I had no clue about the reviews. Even IGN weren't allowed to give their review on the game, so they just did a little 10 to 20 minute walkthrough of it, just trashing the game. I don't even know what grade Sonic Boom Rides of Lyric made on Metacritic. I'll post it in the video if I find it. But yeah, that's another reason why the game sold terribly, because they kept the review embargo. I think that's the only Sonic game where the review embargo didn't lift until the day it came out. So I don't think that's the case for Frontiers. I seriously think Sonic Team just doesn't want this game to leak out, and you know, the spoilers, because a lot of people that did play this game early have said that you do not want to be spoiled. You want to go in this blind. And yeah, I can tell Sega is very strict now on the leaks, because it's abnormal to not have Frontiers leak by now. You know, the game is coming out in a week. I was expecting to see some hardcore leaks. The EGX leaks was like the biggest leak Sonic Frontiers had, and that's nothing. So we'll see. But yeah, IGN, you know, I think they're prepping us up for a future negative review on Sonic Frontiers. Like, just check out this video.
You hear that? That's the sound of thousands of hardcore Sonic fans cracking their knuckles and getting ready to leave angry comments on IGN videos, because Sonic Frontiers is coming out for everything on the 8th, and I'm sure we'll do something to piss them off. Or maybe they're still mad because somebody spoke ill of Sonic on an IGN podcast 7 years ago. Or maybe they haven't gotten over the low review score that Sonic Adventure got 23 years ago. But either way, the Blue Blur is back in an all-new open zone game that's basically on everything.
I mean, I gotta admit though, that guy in IGN was spitting. He was speaking facts. But it's just funny that, you know, they're saying this just days before Frontiers comes out. It makes me kind of wonder, are they going to give this game like a 6 or a 7 out of 10? I hope not. I hope they use the same guy that's been covering all the previews and all the impressions. I hope he's the one that reviews the game, because honestly, he's the only guy from IGN that I trust to give an honest, sincere review on the game. But yo, that would be crazy they gave a negative review to Frontiers, because most people go to IGN for game reviews, like it or not. But as for me, you know, I gotta say, out of all the Sonic tubers with 50,000 plus subscribers, you know, 50K and above, I have to say I've been the most positive Sonic tuber towards Sonic Frontiers, and that's facts. I can't think of a single Sonic tuber around my level or higher that has been consistently positive on Sonic Frontiers since it was first revealed in E3. Because I remember everybody was bashing that gameplay, and rightfully so, but I was still defending it because I saw the potential. You know, I saw the potential in the game. Even though Sega's marketing of it was poor, the presentation was poor, I blamed that on Sega. I never for once bashed on Sonic Frontiers being a crappy game or thinking that it was going to be bad, because I've always had faith in this game. Of course, I've been critical of it, like any normal person would criticize something that they love to make it better because they want it to be better. I've criticized the cyberspace stages a lot, you know, and I'll continue criticizing that, but the open world, I've always had faith in it. And I've even encouraged all of you guys to criticize this game as much as you can, so long as it's genuine, because Kishimoto said that helped them improve the game over the months, over the years. So the criticism was good, but I never bashed on this game like, Sonic Frontiers is going to suck, this game is going to be trash. Now, I know some people who try to get smart with me were saying, but Gamer Guy, you were negative about it last year, or when you first saw the teaser trailer. It's like, newsflash, a lot of people were negative about Sonic Frontiers last year because we didn't even know what the real title of the game was. You know, this was early last year, so we got nothing from the game, and this was right when Sonic Colors Ultimate was coming out, and that game was a travesty, Sonic Seizures Ultimate. So it was completely understandable that a lot of people were lacking faith. There's even Sonic tubers that I know that were saying that they don't think Frontiers is going to be a good game after Colors Ultimate, and if Frontiers bombs, they're done. They're leaving the community. It's completely natural that a lot of people were losing hope in Sega and lacking faith in them after Colors Ultimate. But ever since this year, I've been excited for Frontiers, especially when we saw the first gameplay footage, because ever since I played Lego Sonic Dimensions back in 2016, I've always wanted an open world Sonic game like Lego Sonic Dimensions and Mario Odyssey. So I hope to get a game like that, or even as good as Mario Odyssey. So yeah, I do plan on getting the game on the Switch and doing a walkthrough on the Switch, since I know most people won't cover that version on YouTube, since it's the inferior version. But I do know Game Grumps is going to cover it, since Aaron has a thing for playing the inferior versions of Sonic games for shits and giggles. So he'll try to make this game look as bad as he possibly can. I already know that. we know the drill, but I'm actually interested in seeing how they play Sonic Frontiers. They're probably going to spend like 10 hours on the first island, Kronos Island. Also, we may get Shadow in some extra content, maybe in a DLC in Sonic Frontiers. I know Shadow's not going to be in the game, but never say never, especially when it comes to Azuka. It says right here, Azuka says we plan to include Shadow in more content. Takashi Iizuka has stated during an interview how they plan to include Shadow the Hedgehog in more content moving forward and wants to bring Shadow into the games. While Shadow is included in Sonic Frontiers for now, Iizuka is interested in bringing Shadow to more content in the future. I can definitely see Shadow be a DLC character in Frontiers, especially that he plays similar to Sonic with just chaos powers. They can easily just put him in the game. If modders can do it, then I know Sonic Team can do it. So I'm still going to hold out hope for Shadow being playable in Frontiers down the line. I feel like we could be witnessing a complete reverse of 2017 with Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces. Now, with that year, Sonic Mania was the spectacular game. It was the game that was getting praised and everybody loved. It was a great game. Then Sonic Frontiers by Sonic Team was the mediocre game. It was the trash game, the game that was bashed on by a lot of people. And a lot of us coming into this year were expecting the same thing to happen with Origins and Frontiers. We were expecting history to repeat itself, with Sonic Origins being the better game and Sonic Frontiers being the worst game, especially since, you know, a lot of the Christian Whitehead team that worked on Mania were working on Origins. So we were like, oh, this is going to be an easy A for them. Well, lo and behold, Origins turned out, it didn't turn out trash, but it turned out not as good as it should have been. And there were some drama with Headcanon Games and SEGA. Basically, the poor treatment they got making the game and how they were rushed. And SEGA never brought them back to fix things. So yeah, that left a very sour taste in their mouths. And I doubt Headcanon and Christian Whitehead especially are ever going to work with SEGA again when it comes to Sonic or 2D Sonic games. Now enter Sonic Frontiers, also made by Sonic Team. This game, if it ends up being good, a really good game, which I have faith it will be, this will be the exact opposite of 2017. And honestly, that's a good thing, because I would have been so upset if Sonic Origins was the better game and Frontiers was not. It's not much of a loss if Origins was the bad game, because number one, it's remasters of already good games. The classics were praised already. Origins does not ruin the classics at all. You can always play the classics. Number two, when has Sega ever made great remasters? From Sonic Adventure DX to Sonic Colors Ultimate to Origins, their remasters have always been That's why I'm not upset at all that they can't remaster Sonic Unleashed or Generations, because all they're going to do is fuck it up. So Frontiers is the brand new 3D AAA Sonic game. I'd rather that be the better game, because I mean, come on, we waited 5 years for a new Sonic game only for it to be mid? No thanks. So what do you guys think about all this? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think 2022 is going to be a reverse of 2017 for Sonic? Also, what systems are you going to get Sonic Frontiers on? Are you going to get it before November 8th or after or on the day of? Are you going to get it physically or digitally? I'm not even going to ask are you excited, because we're all excited for Frontiers. But yeah, that's all I have for now until we get some big news or until Sonic Frontiers is in my hands. So take care, and until next time, I'm out.